Well, hello. Happy Thursday. What a song to start us off there. Such a message. I hope not. We're playing a puzzle game, so hopefully we can survive tonight. Maybe complete some puzzles. I don't know. That would be nice. Um, it's Thursday. Uh, not the normal night, but we are going to be streaming regularly on Thursdays coming, I believe, in February. We haven't set a firm start date, but it's looking like most likely Thursdays, maybe Tuesdays. There'll actually be earlier starts than this, which is what I would have loved to do, but I had some things come up this evening, so we're here now. A little later than we want, but this is what it is. Work has been work. Today was finally like the first day that I felt like work was really working. Um, it was just really slow getting going. And so last week was just a few days. And then this is my first full week of work. I don't have a holiday until July. So I kind of have to get used to these work days. But I am working on some plans for February. A couple of different things in February. We've got our 3-year stream anniversary is coming up. I've been only celebrating the affiliate anniversary, which is in August, but I never thought that I would be streaming 3 years later. So I think we'll probably do something in February. I also really didn't do anything for the affiliate anniversary last year. We did a little perks, but nothing major. We still have some things from last February to make up for. So now that I'm back to work, I'm looking forward to doing those. But I also still have some plans where I want to do some big streams. So we're going to do that. We are closing in. The numbers aren't on the screen anymore because I disconnected the tool that was, because of what tool I was using. I've disconnected the tool that showed like our subscription counts and things like that. But we're closing in on our sub goal for the sewing stream. So that'll be exciting. And now I have even more cameras because I went and bought another 4K webcam because I totally needed that when I'm not even using my face cam right now. We're going to be in VTuber mode tonight and tomorrow night. Tomorrow night will be more Detroit Become Human. God, that game. It is lovely. It is scary. Amy, hello. Look at that flying hug in the middle of the screen. I feel like that's what an Amy hug would be like.
Amy Ward Art just subscribed with Prime. Whoop.
Whoop, indeed. Welcome in. I hope you're having a great day and that you got some rest after your stream. I know you were hoping to escape for a bit after the raid out, so I hope you were able to do that and get away from the screen for a little bit. And there you are on the early crew. Fantastic. Let's see. What else? Stuff. Things. You did, now you're working. Ugh, I know. I had to work today, and the work I'm doing it's kind of funny. So I'm lead on a project, and the main like discovery meeting with the client got pushed out to next week. So we were supposed to have like an initial kickoff with the client earlier this week, and then I was supposed to be able to get to work. So that didn't happen. And then another coworker was like, "Can I borrow Violet for another project?" And my boss is like, "Yeah, that's fine." So I go and I meet with them, and they're like, "Can you give me 30 minutes?" And I was like, "Sure." But of course I had meetings to jump into. So they were supposed to reach out to me today because we met with their client. Was that yesterday or this morning? Oh my gosh. That was this morning. We met with their client this morning. And so in theory, we should have some work coming out of that one in the meantime, so that I can actually do some development. But on my project, because the kickoff didn't happen, the data that we have, we needed to get started with it. And so my boss was like, "Okay, can you do a few of the pre-work basics, like set up environments, set up the basic solution. Like, you're not going to do the development, the code, all of that fun stuff, but just if you could do just the bare minimum kind of stuff. So yeah, I can do that. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. Today was going through the client requirements and a data sheet that the client provided. And there's 4 forms that we're building. And the day was going through one of them. The other 3 are like 25% of what this one was. And I was just like, holy crap. That is a lot. So it's just a lot of data, a lot of different things that they do. And as I was going through it, of course, I had questions that came up. So I put them all, noted them all. And then I had a meeting with another coworker this afternoon. She'd ran into an issue with some XML data, and specifically the type of data they're doing. The schema is supposed to provide null values, but the method they're using to get the the XML, I know this doesn't matter to most people, but I'm saying it anyway. The method they were using to get the XML did not return null values. If it was null, it removed the attribute completely. So I was like, wait a minute. And the system we're in doesn't allow like a if exists kind of a check. It either is there or not, but it didn't have a way to do that. So we had to work together for a minute, and I was like, there's got to be a way. So we started digging into the data and found a way to say, if it exists, do this. If it doesn't exist, bypass it. And so we were able to fix the issue, which was great. So that's kind of what I'm doing at the moment. Is I'm basically hanging out, looking at tables and tables and tables of data, and then helping my coworkers with weird logic problems, which is perfect. So that was today. And then I'm trying to get all of the Detroit VODs published before we go live tomorrow. We will see if I'm able to do that. That's my plan right now. Yeah. So I'm going to do that. Some of them were already live on there, but I went back and I looked at the first VOD for Detroit, and oh my God. So I had gone live on both Twitch and YouTube, and I was going to leave up the VOD that was recorded on YouTube because it's a higher quality video. I forgot that I'd left OBS running for 2 hours after stream. So a 3.5 hour game ended up being 5.5 hours. And I was like, oh, that is terrible for audience retention. So it's just going to look bad. Like, even if somebody was to watch the whole thing, it's like, they're not watching the 2 hours of the same credits rolling by the screen, especially after I'm bye and then leave. And it's like, you're on your own now. But I'm having fun with it anyway. And let me pop over here. No, I don't want you to look at OBS. We're not doing a coding thing today. Just show you that real quick. So I've taken that and did a lot of graphic design here. I added a circle. So I can have my little Android character. Lots and lots of drawing to make that circle happen. I did actually freehand the circle. I did not use the circle tool or the circle selector or the elliptical selector, which both would have been much, much easier. But there's a drawing tablet. Why would I not draw? So that's what I was doing. Also, you saw a version of this. I have changed it already. So I added the dress because it wasn't on the one that I uploaded yet. The shading is here, but it's not prominent. So I want to do more with the shading, and then I reduced it to just 4 frames because there was so much. Yes, so circle. But I wanted the wave to be much faster. So this is much better for the waving. It's just hard when there's such a very, very good waving emote already that I absolutely love. But I wave in everybody's chats. So I'm working on this. I've been having fun with it though. Like it's based on the character, so it's based on the same character that you saw over here. So like the eyes, how they're the purple and blue. Um, I kind of drew over the eyes, drew the same glasses, stuff like that. So everything's drawn, but it definitely is modeled off of what you see here. Um, but the eyes, I actually did them with a gradient, and then I did the bevel and emboss in Photoshop just to give them a little bit more texture. And then the funny thing is, added the pupils, which it does not have pupils in the other drawing, but I thought it looked weird without them. But they're not actually colors. They're they're layers with the fill completely removed, and then I applied bevel and satin, so it kind of creates internal shadows, even though there's no color to apply it to. So it only goes on the lower level because I wanted to kind of create like a bubble of the existing colors instead of trying to overwrite them. Um, so it's coming together, but like I said, I still want to do a little bit of shading on it. And the one that's uploaded right now, um, it uses where are you? So many layers. I've named some of them, which is always helpful. Oh, I might have deleted it. That's the eye. That's the eyes again. Blush, outline, hair. Layers, eyes. There it is. Oh no, that's the other one. Yeah, I don't know. So there was the mouth was in the other one, but it was just that triangle mouth. So I grabbed the mouth from a version of this character and then redrew the nose to match that too, so it'll show up a little bit. So it's just so tricky when you get down to the tiny sizes. Like that's the biggest it'll ever be seen. So as long as that, that works there, but it definitely gets tiny. So working on it, but I'm really having fun with it. So let's go ahead and we'll go back to the chatting scene for a minute while I get the game loaded up here. And what else? What else is going on? I think I will probably be home this weekend for a change. So we might get a painting stream. You're working and lurking so hard to type. No worries. I know you've got to do the work things. So definitely focus on that. That is obviously more important. I'll be doing some more work later. Trying to get things wrapped up tonight, and because I can. Game. Oh yeah, we played that game last. All right, we're gonna continue and try to remember where the heck we were in this game. Oh, let me also actually stop the music, not just... Oh, I locked the mouse. Right. Pause. There we go. Quern, you're loading. Loading. Load, please. Please. Here. Pauses in the music. I hope that's a good sign. Oh, the wheel has stopped spinning. Okay, it loaded. Sweet. Oh, right. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we had just gotten in here when we last played, and there's yay loaded game, right? It always makes me a little nervous when it stalls out. It's been so long. Yeah, I don't even remember the last time we played Quern. It was December. I know that. So that's 11 days. And the last game that I captured on this game capture was Christmas. So that was the 26th. So it was at least before then. So that puts us at 16 days minimum. I'm guessing it was probably a week before there. Hello, Thud. You put your washing out, now just cooling down. Well, wonderful. Glad to have you here cooling down with us. We are going to be trying to figure this out. So we have A and B and C. And no idea what goes to what or how to even verify it. Although we have these. This has a 90-degree turn. This one has a straight through. That's a 90. That's a 90. There's a light up button. Oh, that just closed our view of things. B is green. So we need B to go to here. And then we have C. That's B. But C to E and D. And there's a white crystal up there. So the green crystal tells me that we need a green crystal. So let's put our green one in here. And it shines into that spot. And this lights up. And so that activates but doesn't do anything. We can also put a red one in here. And that lights up the top one. So I think, oh, C's the top one there. Okay. And it comes through the far wall. B is here. Do we have any others that are on platforms like that? No, just the red and green. It was no fun hanging it out, but you're glad you did it. Good. One of these days, I will put away laundry again, instead of just piling it on my bed. So A is this, and it has to go into that one spot. That is all that A can do. So it says it goes straight, but we know it doesn't. The first one appears to either go this way, and how I interpreted this was it goes across, back, through, all the way to B. But because these are 90s, that's not possible. And on top of that, this one's a 90. So if this one's aimed up or down, this one should pick up and go the opposite. Or no, it should go straight. Well, oh, if it goes straight through, then this one goes this way and this one goes that way. Okay, let me think about this for a minute. So we're going to go up, straight across, down, down. Let's try this. I'm going to go down and through. And this one's going to go down and backwards. Like that. This one's going to go straight across. And then this one, did I say down or up? Up. That's correct. It just needs the green one, not the red one. Do I have a hand point in there? Or if I hit it, am I stuck? It looks like there's a hand point right there, so I should be able to zap back once I get in there. Let's try it. Your last clean load is still in pile state, but it's a clean pile, so you're fine with that for now. I totally approve. No, I seriously have like 3 loads of laundry on my bed right now. Whoa. Oh, well, we went through there. There is a hand. We can go back. We need to get C to come to here, so we'll have to look at what the lineup is here. And this one's going to be tricky. We're going C to D and E. We don't get to go through here. Oh, it's saving the game and... Whoa! Area discovered corridor. Correction, underwater corridor. Cool! Oh, and we have... straight, 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 and straight. We have another little fishbowl here for D. So we're going to have the red come through here. That's going to burn this rope and allow us through there. This is D, and it's going to zap over here. That's another green. Oh, I think I understand. So we're going to zap red into here, where it is going to catch and C, zap out through there, and C is the only one that can zap forward. So then we can zap back to here. Oh, no, we can't. We have to get this aligned before we go back, because we only have one that we can put down, and it's either red, in which case it burns through there, or it's green, in which case it teleports us to here. So we need to set this up not for D, but for E. I think that's right. Yes, this is D. And that's E right there. Okay, so we need these on E. And what is E going to look like? E weaves through here. So from down to up on the last one. So like that. Oh! Okay, they can change. Wow. All right. So this one's down to up. Then we come up to there. We're going from an angle down out, but we need it to be straight on the other end, I believe. Unless it can fold over, then it would be both down. Let me see what I can do with that one. Like that. Okay. So that puts us here. Now this one will be a straight through. down on the far side, up on the close side, just like it is. And the last one, oh, let me get stuck to the wall. Just put on pizza dough in the bread maker. Hope you did it right. It's fun to try at least. Absolutely. I've got a friend that just loves making his own pizza dough. Okay, this one's going to be a 90 going up. Okay, so C should now go where we need it to. Going back. And we'll take this with us. We're going to put down our red one, but before we do that, we need to go out C. So this needs to go... We can't change the shape of these. So that's going to go down. This is going to be a little bit more tricky. Wait. Down or up? Up, not down. Okay, so this one's now going there, which means we're here. So we're going to do 90 degrees facing out to the right and up, or out to the left and up. Love making pizza dough in the bread maker. So good, right? I've never gotten a bread maker in my adult life, but my parents had one when I was a kid. And there was like this Italian herb bread or something like that that was so freaking good. My parents would buy like bulk the dough that was just, it was kind of like a just add water, throw it in the bread maker, push a button and have bread. But we would make it after school, and then me and my siblings would eat all of the bread before my parents would get home. So they would come home smelling fresh baked bread, and there wouldn't be none in the house. So it's probably a good thing that I don't have one as an adult. Okay, so we just went here to here to here. So the next one should be the pass through, and then the last one should be down. So you should be like that. And then this one I think goes like that. Just double check that. So we're going from here down, over, up, and through. So here, down, over, up, yes. All right, time to put the red one down and see what we do. I heard a noise. I see the red in the far room, so that looks correct. Machine is usually $3.50, but it was on special for New Year's for $99. And you had a $10 birthday voucher. You're counting it as a birthday present to yourself. I love that. Oh, you bought it on impulse. Ah, okay. You love the little loaves you've been making. Perfect size for you. That's fantastic. Okay, so now we're going to put our green one down. And at the current point in time, it's going to the wrong spot, but we have to put it back here. So it's time to take some notes. You, please. Yes, that is fine. Let's go there. Before we do that, what do I want to do for notes? Let's do game notes. No, don't invite people. We don't need people. Well, we need people. We don't need people in our notes. You inherited your great-grandma's one, still going strong. Love that. Alrighty. So, if you remember, it takes me out of the game every time we change our appearance or our focus, which is kind of a bummer. I should probably put this game into windowed mode so it doesn't do that. Can I do that? Do you have windowed mode? You do, right there. Oh. Yeah, you can stay in 4K. Just go windowed mode. And then... Perfect. It's still working. Excellent. But Mouse? Mouse, where are you? Oh, are you struggling? Come on back. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Oh. It's a little off screen. I look over and it's on my chat screen. I'm like, what are you doing over there? No. I may have borked everything. It's only going across 3 monitors. It's fine. You guys can tell what's going on, right? Oh, that motion blur is terrible. I apologize. My view is even worse than what you're seeing on the screen, so you can tell that it's bigger than my space. But my view is like just one space of the floor. No, Alt-Tab to something else, please. Go to there. Oh, come on. I'm going to the chatting screen just so that you guys don't have to be tortured by this motion. I might have to close it and come back and hope that... Oh, I know that it didn't save, so much for taking notes. It keeps snapping my mouse back into the game, too. I don't know what it's snapping to. Okay, I'm gonna close it and reopen it. It's since I went to windowed mode, it's trying to put it on the drawing tablet. Oh no, I'm not dropping, well, maybe I'm dropping frames. I don't think that's what's happening. The game, like, I put it in windowed mode, and it borked the heck out of itself. So I'm forcing it to close, and then coming back. So I might be dropping some frames too, because it did not like going into windowed mode. we had some massive encoding lag and some rendering lag. So yeah, the computer did not agree with that at all. Hopefully now everything is stable. I'm seeing encoding and rendering look good. Let me know how it looks out there now. I'm going to close down some other windows just to be safe. I don't need to have 100 different windows open. Ooh, taking advantage of the queen being distracted to paint the roses, I see. Well done. Do. Those can stay like they are. All right, let's try the game again. How is the computer doing on resources? Yeah, that was just my CPU screaming for help. Oh, I can close Photoshop. I'm not actively using it. Close. That should save me a little bit of space. Steam, you can close. Teams, you can absolutely close. I do not need you. No, don't send the error. I already know, and I've sent it to them many times. Get out of here. Okay. CPU, you good? Cooling down a bit? 10 degrees temperature drop? Yeah. You've got something else you've gotta do too. No worries. Oh, you had stop motion Vi. I think everything got wonky there when I went to windowed mode on the games. So we're going to fire it back up, not use windowed mode, and I'm going to keep an eye on the stats now and see if it behaves for us. I'm hoping that it does. And I'll just take it out of windowed mode because apparently that's not a good thing. Hello, Kale. How are you? Bear with me a moment. I was just saying I put the game in windowed mode. My computer is not happy about it, so we might go choppy here. Let me actually bump you down. Let me see if that works. Oh my God. Amy, I would love to play Stardew Valley with you. That would be wonderful. And yes, you promised Chai another game buffer for Stray Gods, and I think we need a chill game in the mix. Sounds wonderful. Yeah, let's pick some time and do that. I was talking with Jenna's Online from the Twitch Women's Guild, and one of the things I want to do this year is more collabs. So I would love that. I think that would be fantastic. And do I have it on Steam? I know I have it, but okay. My rendering, my encoding seem to be holding strong. The game is up. I have it in windowed mode. I shrunk it down. We're not running in 4K. I put it into 1080, which should be fine. I'll bring it over to the game in just a minute. I'll have to make a couple of minor adjustments. I was just checking if... I know Stardew was on sale. Do I have it here? It's on my list, yes. I have it on Xbox, so I know that I have it. I was just checking if I have it on PC. You have it on Switch and computer? Okay. Okay, it's not on sale right now, but that's okay. $15, that's not bad. The reason I'm looking is I was thinking about actually getting it on PC anyways so that I could get the mods for it. So we'll think about it. But yeah, let's find out what day works for you. So the reason that I chose Thursday to work on Quern is that in February... Oh yeah, I definitely need to size that up. Hello, game. You're tiny. Will you... There we go. And it's fine. It's only weird for me because I have it set in 4K, but I have it in 1080 on Twitch anyway. So you guys didn't lose any pixels. I did. The mods do make it fun. Yeah, I saw like the more Stardew with extra characters, things like that. I'm gonna go distraction for a moment here just because distractions. Where did I put this? Let's see if we can't cause my computer to panic again. No, don't open in Notepad. I don't know why it does that. So this does not yet have, it's going to be bright white, warning to everyone. Luckily, it's not too big. I'm working on an update for the game list. So you will actually be able to click in here and search and see Stardew Valley. And you can also click and say, I want to look at games that have been played or not. And if it behaves, it takes a minute, but it will sort. So you can actually scroll and see what I have and haven't played. You can sort it by category. The reason I haven't published this yet is I'm going to add filters to the columns too. So you can be like, I want to see only PS4 games or only Switch games or whichever that way. And I did update this for the latest with Steam. So next time I do an update on the website, it will have this ridiculous section of games here because darn you Steam sales. But I figured this would make it a little bit easier, and then it also has the genre in here for at least some of them that I've put it in for, so people will be able to actually see that full list of games, and all of the ridiculous consoles. Like, yeah, so it'll be fun. Of course, I'll make it in dark mode. Right now, this is this solution is just from W3 Schools. It's actually one of their like learn to program things, but it just uses some JavaScript to resort the table and then search, and it only searches on the game title. So I like that part. I just want the other part to be fixed here. But like Hollow Knight, I only have it on the Xbox One, Steam, PS4. I have not gotten it on the Switch yet. All it takes is one trip where all I have is my Switch, and next thing you know, I've got Hollow Knight on the Switch too. But yeah, so that's just one of the things I'm working on in the background. But for now, let's go back to our game, which was the point here. And I didn't close the notes. There they are. So we're going to bring the display capture back up, but change it to here. And shrink this down. Can I put you in dark mode? I thought... No, I know it can be in dark mode. It's in dark mode on my other computer. There we go. Okay, darkness! Oh, you need to come up higher. Yeah, you can go there. Perfect. We'll just tuck this up into the corner here just a little bit. So this is just so we can take some notes real quick, because in the game, we need to adjust all of these. Oh, we have to go back and re-burn it. So perfect. So we have A to B and C, and C to D and E. Yeah. Just before we crashed it, hello, darkness, my old friend. So we have this one and the one back there that we'll go to in just a minute. But since we're over here, let's remember what we need to do. I think we have it set for E, but we're going to validate that before we go. So we're going to do red lines and green lines, because that's what our puzzle actually is. So both go in, and we'll do this from the end. E is there. And so it's going to come down, up, down, up. Oh, undo that one. Through, over, down, like that. Courier has arrived, so back to the work lurk. All right. Good luck, Amy. I hope the work goes well and quickly. The pizza dough looks like pizza dough. It's alive. Well, the yeast is. Well, I'm glad. Play catch with it. Throw it in the air a few times. See if it's still alive. All right, we've got our bright green. This one is going to come straight through. Straight through. And our options are straight or 90, so it has to go this way. Like that. So it's going to go straight through here, up, down, and over to D. So like that. Hopefully that's not too small to see. If it is, I can zoom in a little bit on the drawing. I guess I can zoom in on it a lot more while we're actually in this screen anyway. Oh, I put it up at the top. That's right. There you are. Okay. So that's this one. So we need to make sure that it is set for C right now. So let's go ahead and do that first. And my CPU's not happy, but we're not losing frames, so I'm going to just keep going with it. That feels correct. So the first one, we need a 90. And it's going to be pointing up. Straight through from up to down, back to front. This one needs to be a 90. Like that. And then this one, like so. All right. Now this one, let me just drop the pen for fun. Okay, we have our red pen right now, and our red one here is C, not B. So this is going to come over, down, circle. Last of the ice cream, last of the whipped cream. I have whipping cream. I wonder if it's still good because I have whipping cream and confectioner's sugar and bourbon, which is a delicious combo. Do I have brownie mix? I think I have ice cream, but I'm not sure. Not that I'm opposed to just drinking, having some bourbon whipped cream, but if I have brownies, it's so freaking good. Okay, let me go back out because this one I need to look at real quick because these are fixed. So it is 90. Oops. Yep. 90 straight through 90. So with that in mind, this one has to go this way. Then it has to go up. Then it has to go straight through. And then it goes back to here. Fun fact, you don't drink. Oh, that's cool. Totally respect that. Okay, so that's our red one, and that's what we need to do first. Then our green one is, of course, going to do this first phase. And this one we already have populated, so that's going to make that easier. This is going to go up, over, down, and in. Oops, let's redraw that line. There we go. Then this one has to be straight through, so it's going to go straight through to here. This one comes down, over, and up. So So this one will be this way. And then this one is this way. Perfect. Let's just trim up this really quickly. There. Okay, red. So you are going down. Then down to up. Then which way did I just say you are? You're going down this way. Yeah, that one's coming from up, so down and right. And then in theory it should be that way. And right now we have the green one in there. We need to change that too. We need to change that to the red after these messages. So we'll pick that up and have a little beverage. I know most of you aren't stuck with ads, so luckily you're all probably here still. But we can wait a couple minutes, it's okay. Let's see what else is going on. So we're trying to work our way through Quern tonight. We'll see how far we can get it. You found this puzzle pretty easy, though time consuming. You've seen a lot of people struggle with it, so you're not sure how hard it actually is. That is completely fair. When I looked at it, so last time we played, I got to this puzzle at the end of my brain, and I tried 1 or 2 attempts at getting this first puzzle done and failed both times. So I came in today with fresh eyes, took one look at it and went, it's up and down, not left and right. So I'm not guessing. I just need to do what it shows. And did the notes that we did here. Worked first time, was able to get the green one, bounced right through the room. Everything was fine. Although I did have the red crystal on there at first. So the green crystal on the other end just started smoking. So that had me a little panicked for a moment. But got it straightened out, put the green one in place, and teleported over to the second room. Then got the others in line. And then came back and I was like, oh, I have to set it for the red, put the red one down here, burn the rope, drop the blocking panel that's blocking path D right now, then go back and set up the green path. But I have to set up the green path from A to B, go back to B, then set up the green path from C to D, then come back to A and set up the green path on A to C that I currently have in the red lines. I suppose I can put down the A's and A. No. Oh, we can't see the C because it's off the screen. There we go. And so this one like that. And the ads have ended, so thank you to anyone who was out there enduring those for us. We appreciate your sacrifice and are glad to have you back with us. We are going to dive back in and set down our red crystal here to set a fire on E, because we've set up the C to E path and the A path we currently have following this red line from A to C, which is our teleporter, or our little reflector. You're Samsara playing Fallout RPG. Hope you're back in time. Well, sounds great. Hello, Shreya. How are you doing? Oh, Samsara. How dare you go off and play an RPG when there are puzzles to be solved? It looks like you got a little careless with your brush, and the queen has caught you today. So, off with her head! Seriously though, have fun. We'll see you in a bit. Alright, back to the game. We need to pick up our green crystal and put down our red crystal here. I heard the clang of metal, and I see the beam all the way down there, so that is what we wanted to see. So, the notes that we have on the screen, what we basically just did is we shined a red beam from A to C to E, and now we need to change it to be a green crystal path from A to B, go back to B, change the pathway from C that's going to E, and reroute it to D, and then come back and change it from A to C to E, or to D. That was almost sensual. Yes, it can be a little bit sometimes. The painting of the roses is fun. I need to have something almost as fun for when you get away with it, since the you succeeded side is a little less thrilling. And it's never good when everybody's like, I'm looking forward to losing my head today. Exactly. Push the button as I laugh off screen and my VTuber goes crazy. All right. We need A to B, so we need to change these back up. You're going to... Oops. Too far. Also, which crystal am I holding? You did escape unscathed today. Oh, I have the blue one. I don't need that right now. Okay, this one. Go straight through horizontal. This one then is spinning down. And then this last one is going down and to the left. So that should now have that powered. Yep. Time to teleport. Need to be a voice artist and update comfort ASMR audios to YouTube. I do need to do more reading. We did Alice's Adventures Underground in June of last year, and I've been looking forward to doing more ever since, and I haven't gotten back to it. But I was thinking about doing some of the public domain works, maybe some Grimm fairy tales, stuff like that, where we can just do reading a story and having a nice little story time, with things that aren't an hour and a half long. Okay, we need to change this because right now it is aimed at E, which is up here with this nice burning rope, and we need it to aim to D, which will come out here, and then that will zap us across to over there. That's where we're headed next. Make sure there's nothing on this, and we can't take it with us. Okay. First courier is done, awaiting the second, and work will be done. All right. Okay, for D, let's go to the end here. This one, we now need to be a 90 degree, and it needs to point up and to the left. So like that. This one needs to be straight. And actually will be horizontal. This one will be a 90. And we'll go up and to the right. And the last one will be straightened out again. And horizontal as well. So that should be aligned for D on this one. Then we need to go back and change the path back to the C path on the first side. So here we go. And the next time, this flash is going to be twice as intense. So I should have said flash warning before I clicked that button, but heads up, there's going to be some very big flashes in just a minute here. Actually, 3 times as long, because we're going to go through all of those and then travel through the water as well. Okay. This one needs to finish up and to the right. This one is up as well and to the left. Next one is straight through, but needs to be pointing up like that. And then this one should be like that. If I did that right, we should see the green going all the way through. We do. So here we go. You're actually going to lie down in bed under your blankies and just relax on TikTok until you felt sleepy, but then fate happened and you checked your email and saw that I was live. You got so excited in that moment and immediately grabbed your laptop and logged in. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm so glad that you're here too. It's always a pleasure to have you here with us. And if you want to take your laptop or pop into Twitch on your phone and go lay down and get cozy, I completely understand. I have fallen asleep with my phone laying next to my pillow on somebody's stream many times. All right, I'm going to click the button. So just a heads up, if you do have those flash sensitivities, please avert your eyes for about 15 seconds. Here we go. I don't, and that was almost too much for me. All right, we are in a new place. I mean, if I had a window like this, I would have a chair facing it too. We can't sit down? Just relaxing, watching the water. I didn't even need something to swim by, just that. So nice. We can't take the T. Okay, there's another letter.
Wasting time. This phrase has no rhyme or reason. After the centuries I've spent working, I needed a calm and quiet place. I originally built this facility to explore the depths of the ocean and to research, but eventually I spent more time resting here. This was the only place where I could hide from her.
Oh.
She judges me for demolishing long-forgotten buildings on an abandoned island, while she is directly responsible for much greater destruction. And after she told me about their failure, she dared asking me to destroy Quern. Her agony is not my concern, and especially not yours. This power is not hers to give or take.
Ooh. That's interesting. After she told me about their failures, she dared asking me to destroy Quern. Her agony is not my concern, and especially not yours. This power is not hers to give or take. What a nice, relaxing place. Exactly. We have blue crystal dust. Is that a bowl of water? A new type of stone. What game is this? It's Quern, Quern, Undying Thought. And if you've seen the Myst games, it's very similar to them. Environmental puzzles, finding clues, and then finding our way around to solving those clues, or solving puzzles with those clues. I'm kind of interesting with the 1, 4, 5, and an unknown number stamp here. Oh, he's created like seawater terrariums. Is that an egg? Oh, it's like a brain coral. Love it. What else can we interact with in here? I have the interaction button on, so it should highlight everything. Clearly it is not highlighting everything. Oh, hey, look at this. Numbers. What was I just saying? 1, 4, 5? Mm-hmm. Blue crystal. Oh, there's something here. There is a grid. And blue crystal. Oh, wow. It is a little bit eerie. So the plot of this one, similar to kind of how Myst works. So we are trapped here. The guy who wrote the letters, he kind of brought us here, but he also damaged the portal. So we can't get out. And he needs help. So something in his process, he needs another set of eyes for whatever reason. And so he has brought us here. This woman that he speaks of is no longer a physical form, or at least if she is a physical form, she is able to travel as a ball of light. So I assume we have met her spirit. Handy dandy blue crystal. Exactly. Yes. Like before we go on with it. Oh, we have seen symbols like that before. Oh, maybe it's going to give us another one because we needed that for another place. Oh my gosh. That was so long ago I'd forgotten about it. We have 2 grids on the walls. 3, 4, 6, 1, 3, 5, 2, 5, 3. I wonder if there are numbers on these grids that align. It's 1 through 9 vertical. This is 2. Did the other one say 1? It sure does. So 1 and 2. Okay. And this does something. Oh. Okay. Trying to remember, did he tell us her name? I know she told us her name, but I think he just refers to her in pronouns. I don't think he says her name. So yeah, so this part's kind of eerie because we're underwater and all of this, but he's communicated to us through these letters, and it started with the very first one saying, "Hey, welcome, I'm Professor William Maythorne. Although I bear responsibility for trapping you in this world, I have no intention of harming you in any way. As a matter of fact, you should consider yourself lucky, for I wish to share all my knowledge with you. I will grant you the opportunity to study all of my discoveries, examine my wondrous creations. Eventually, I will require your assistance in an essential matter. You must cooperate with me, for you have no reason or chance to resist. So basically, if you want to get home, you've got to help me. So, thanks. Have fun going through all my puzzles and learning all the things I need you to know before you can help me. And right now, we're under the ground somewhere, so we've traveled somewhere other than this, but this is the actual island. And in our notebook, we've taken pictures along the way. So yeah, there, you can see this is partly lit up. And that's what we're looking at now, is something very similar to that. Oh. Also very similar to this. I don't think I took any other pictures that are going to help us, though. That was where we learned how the green crystals work. I don't think we fully opened... We got that one, but I don't think we fully opened the key that those go to. And there's other references to similar puzzles. Yeah, so these are clues to all of our different puzzles and whatnot that we've had throughout the game. And we can sketch them as we go, but... Are those boots? Oh, those aren't boots. That's a suit. Do I want to do this before I try this puzzle? Let's see. Is there anything that calls out here? We'll sketch that one first. I'm not seeing anything that looks unique about these numbers. Eerie and spooky as hell, but wicked cool. Yeah. Yeah. It does a good job of both of those, for sure. Okay. Do I see any patterns? And how many numbers do I have? 5. Occasionally the letters also have clues in them. So this one was half of a puzzle to a door, and its other half is right here. So those two together opened a door. This was a very cool key that we had to adjust the gears to get it aligned to the right pattern for the door it needed to open. This was a secondary pattern to a puzzle we had solved earlier that opened another door, which was really cool to have one puzzle open 2 different doors. Okay, yes, the 1, the 4, these are glowing. I think we jump in the suit. Will you let us in the suit? Who suck at this game? That's totally fair. I'm not usually great at it either. The struggle bus is very, very real. And we just stepped into the world of BioShock. Well, Bioshock 2 to be precise. I don't believe that we go outside in Bioshock 1. Maybe we do, and I just forgot. Oh, there's more brain coral out here. That's cool. IH3? One. That's 3. Oh, 1, 2. What do you do? No idea as of yet what you do. So maybe we don't do that. We can't turn it off. Okay. Whatever we've done, that's it. We're stuck with it. We can still jump. Okay. Let's see if we can find... We need 2, 4, 5. There's one over here. That's 4. So board 1, position D9. I'm glad that we can't run underwater. There's that part of me that's like, let's go, 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 and then just, yeah, but the reality is that would not be easy to do. Oh, there's another one. Is our screen freezing over? We have a limited amount of time in the suit. Okay, we have 1 through 4 now. We're missing 1 number. Okay. Everything looks good out here. We found. Where are you? 1, 4. Oh, there's a third one of these. That just did something. There's 3 lights up there. Wherever that goes. So 1, 3, 4. And 2 is right over here. We're still missing 5. We can't get over this one. Oh, almost. looking for one more plaque. Where are you? Aw, is our great blue crystal dot glowing things out here? And I have no idea what flipping those switches did for us. Oh, I should be looking at the ground in case it fell. I could guess. I assume it only has 9 options for the 5th one. And at least we know which one we're missing. So that's something helpful. Yes, I'm trying to Skyrim my way over this wall here. It is not working. Two was there. Well, let's go set in 1 through 4 and then see if we can figure out where 5 is at. We can always come back out. And there should only be 9 options anyway, so we might accidentally get it before we even figure it out. Going back up. One of the things that I love about these games is they're just really, really pretty. I wonder if... So we can actually see a couple of them from right here. Like 1 and 3 we can see right there. How did I find it? How did I find what? We're gonna pop over here. And look at our note for 1, and we're going to add a new page here for our notes. Oh, you were in bright mode again. Why do you keep going bright mode on me? There we go. I'll get a white pen. Oh, how did I find this game? I was actually looking for games that were similar to Myst. So, I really enjoyed the Myst series, and I wanted to find other games that were similar in nature to it. And this was one that was in that area. We actually have some others. We're still going to play through Uru, which is our final one in the existing Myst series. So we've done Myst, the original Myst, Riven, Myst 3 Exile, Myst 4 Revelation, and Myst 5 End of Ages. But Myst 5 actually should have come after Uru. Uru is kind of this offshoot, but is kind of a 4.5. But we did it in a different order. So we're going back to Uru, which is... it's called Uru, the Complete Chronicles, but it's this additional story of the Myst worlds. And then we're doing this one. Then we also had some others recommended to us. So let's see, what are those? We've got Zing, The Land Beyond, that somebody recommended. So we picked that up. The House of Da Vinci. Room is another one, but I saw a little bit of Room being played by Samsara, so I'm holding up. MYST, yeah. Myst is very, very much like what we're doing here. In Myst, you accidentally find a book on Earth, and you pick it up and you open it up, and inside is basically like a tablet screen. And you're looking at it, and it's displaying this world, and it's kind of spinning. It's displaying a loop, zooming in and out of this island. And when you put your hand on the screen, you teleport into Myst. But the book stays behind where you were. So you don't take it with you. It's not like it's a two-way trip. You can't just zap yourself back home. So you end up on the island of Myst, and you meet up with Atris, and Atris has a dilemma. Atris writes worlds, and he writes linking books to bounce around between these worlds. And all was well and good until he got distracted in writing new worlds and creating things and having fun while his sons were running rampant and basically making the inhabitants of these worlds that Atris was creating kind of give tribute to them, treat them like they're gods. They've created their own little worlds all around. And he is confronted with the fact that his sons are not exactly good. And you have to go through these puzzles to get pages to these different books and piece them back together so you can have conversations with people and try to find your way to Dunny, where Atris is at. And so that's kind of how the first one goes. So you kind of are trying to help Atris and figure out what to do with his sons. The plot continues from there. So in Riven, Atris's dad has actually set himself up as the god of this other world, which is where Atris's wife is actually from. And you go into that world trying to make sure that his dad does not gain the power that he basically wants, because he can also write worlds and do these types of things. So he wants him to remain trapped in that area. So you work through that one. Exile is a similar scenario. There was another world that was collapsing, and Atris put up a force field to try and protect it. But in the process, he trapped one of the residents in a bubble away from his family. And that guy kind of, rightfully so, being completely isolated for years and years, thinking his family were destroyed on the outside, just all he could think about was vengeance. And you show up instead of Atris in this trap that he's set. And so you have to figure out that world, find your way back from it, get a book called Relishon, which is a world that Atris is working on to try and save the people of another world that he can't restore. So you're working through that plot. Revelation. Oh my gosh. Which plot was Revelation? Oh yeah. Revelation. The brothers have escaped from their prisons, and they have now kidnapped their sister, Atris's younger daughter. She's probably like maybe 10 years old at this point, and they've taken her to this other world where people can see memories of those who have passed, and they're trying to figure out how to use this power to once again imprison and kill Atris, their father, because they had been trapped on different worlds, worlds Spire and Haven. So one was like a jungle, and the other one was just like this crystal rock, this big single spire of crystal rock. And then Mist 5, End of Ages. The game took a weird turn. So up until this point, it's been live action. All of a sudden, it switched to CGI. They took some interesting choices, but you end up in Dunny with the kind of last of the original people who had the ability to write worlds and this whole like culture that you've lived throughout the games. And you find out that they have this power because of, I guess in the purest sense, an alien species that they found on a world when they linked into it. And it's actually those creatures who had this mystical tablet that when certain symbols were put on it, it would teleport, or it would cause the world to change. It would change time. It would change weather, teleport you, like things like that. So you're faced with the conundrums of deciding, who do you put your trust in? Do you put your trust in these alien creatures? Do you put your trust in the person who wants to control them? Or do you put your trust in the person that you know, who at the very beginning tells you, don't trust me when you get the power? So going back to Uru, like, I'm excited to go back into it because it's just been such a fun world to spend time in. Of course, it's got aliens in it. Yeah, it's not so much that they're aliens. It's the Dunny invaded their realms, not the other way around. So it's not like UFOs come to Earth. It's that they went exploring and found this tablet with mystical powers. And when you write a symbol on the tablet, those creatures have powers, and it instructs them to use them. And so that's how all of these other powers kind of came into being, was off of these tablets. And it just ends up being really cool in the way that they did it. It just is kind of a strange thing for the end, but the puzzles are still very similar to what we're doing here, which is pretty exciting. So I had to look it up. And then we also have the Talos Principle 2, which is another... it's kind of an environmental puzzle, but not in the same way. It's like moving boxes, robotics, AI, stuff like that. I don't know if you've played the Talos Principle, but it's AI that was created to preserve humanity because the world was being destroyed and humanity couldn't survive. And so they created a computerized system of AI to run through one iteration after another, learning from itself until you get to a point where humanity can be restored. So the AI can become sentient and human again by giving them as much of our memories and existence and stories as possible. But the AI that runs the program it got a little bit of a god complex to the point where it wanted everything to call it Yahweh and talks to you like, you know, if you are good, you will live it in eternal happiness in my garden kind of stuff. Which of course you can't do because you're sentient and you have to explore and break free of this system. And they made a sequel to it, which I'm just fascinated about. So I'm looking forward to that one. I think those are the main ones. I've got a couple others, Haven Moon and the Eyes of Ara. Again, I haven't played either of those. I haven't even installed them. I've just picked them up. Like, if I see a good deal on a game that's like this, I'll pick it up. And then that way we have it. And it started out that I would play these whenever I would miss a stream. That was the idea. If we missed a stream, we would play a missed game. Now it's become more like, I really want to get through these and continue the plots because they're really fun. Speaking of, we've got a puzzle to solve here. So, number 1 is the 1H3. Our next page is 2. Oh no, that's 3. In case we find 5. The Eyes of Ara? Something like that. F1. I did that again. This is fine. I'm just going to keep clicking in the wrong spot. Let's click there. That's 4. D9. And our last one is 2C8. Okay. So, for this one, on 2, we have C8. C8 is 8. That's convenient. And then 3 is 2F1. And that's 3. The other 2 are on the other board. And here we're looking at H3. So that is going to be 0. And the last one is D9. Oh, we're going to have to click back into the game for that. D9 is 5. So 0835, and we're missing our 5th number. Hey, y'all just wandering the supermarket a bit? Oh, fun. Which button is it to? There we go. Like, I don't want the screen to keep shaking while I'm doing this many moves. 0, 8, 3, 5. Are there any other buttons here, or is this it? Oh, whoops, 0. There we go. Did not have to do much because we already had the first 4, so it didn't matter that we didn't have the last one. So that's handy. So now we have our second piece of this. What do we do with it, though? Do we go back? Is that the same symbol? It looks like it might be different, but it's pretty close. The grocery store? Oh no! Okay, let's just check real quick if there's anything else here. I think we need to go back. This is all lit up. What did we flip those switches for? Well, we're going to go through some flashing lights here again. I don't remember if that thing's back here or if it's like way back, but oh, this place. Oh my gosh, I forgot about this puzzle. We had to build this ladder. That was another fun one because we had to go around each of these platforms in order to get the things that we needed, the weights to place on these platforms to move the ladders into those positions so we could get out of here. We won't reset it because I don't want to have to figure out the puzzle again. Right. Oh my gosh. This is where I think we need to put that other piece. And I'm hoping that will open this door. So we came down from here. So yeah, let's see. There we go. And there's probably one more piece that fills this up. Oh, she's back.
I wouldn't try jumping if I were you. He couldn't control everything after all. I remember when this bridge collapsed not long before you came.
Oh.
It's a relief to see how time and nature together could outplay even him. How an unforeseen accident can ruin a life's work. I can't deny that his failure brings me joy. Unfortunately, I still need you to stay on his path. I think I may be able to guide you through. But first, I need to show you something.
Okay.
Now, follow me. You will not fall.
I will not fall? Anybody afraid of heights? Whoa.
Don't look down.
Oh, okay, I won't.
Just follow me.
Yeah, we can walk in the air. It's fine.
Trust me.
Up until now
need
I've
to
trusted
hurry.
you, but now I'm questioning everything.
You must trust me.
You
This
discovered
path
this.
leads to our sanctuary. He removed the crystals to darken these tunnels. Let's have some light.
She just let
I
there be
suppose
lighted?
he wanted to hide this place from you. It's not far from here.
Well, at least we're on the ground again. I suppose we can't go back because we aren't a spirit ourselves. Ooh, look, glowing circles. Blue donut. Don't have the key yet. She's letting all of them. Interesting. Trusting a random and mysterious female voice who keeps saying, "You must trust me." Yeah, okay, sure, lady. Real trustworthy. Yeah, like before now, I've trusted her over Professor William. I feel like she is the more genuine of the two. But right now, I'm like, wait a minute. I don't know about this. Wait, where did I get this key? Seriously though, I didn't have this key in the last scene. Where did you come from? Definitely the wrong key for that though. We also still have this pot that doesn't make any sense. We had it for a musical puzzle a long time ago, and it was an extra, and we've had it ever since. I'm going to follow you, but first I'm going to look around, so please wait. Oh. I guess I'm not going far. Okay.
I brought him here once too. Surprisingly, it is one of the only places he didn't ruin since then. But I doubt he kept it intact simply out of respect.
Do not eat the forbidden donut, please. But it's so blue and shiny. This is interesting. Wait. A crystal in a pot. And it let us take it. And she doesn't even mind. You don't mind that I took that offering, right?
This is the place we once called the Great Hall of the Amajat, the Shrine of the Seekers. You must look around and find some blue crystal powder to cast into the fire.
Okay, I found blue crystal. Oh. I know what I need. Okay, that's just shadow.
Have you found any blue crystal powder yet?
Almost. I'm working on it. I found blue crystal. I found a spot right here to put it down. And then this thing. Did not grind it. Oh.
We need blue crystal powder.
Well, I know this is the key to that. So I need a key to here. That way I can get up to the top of that. Okay, let's go see if there's anything ahead. Sure, I can get some blue donut from Krispy Kreme, since you know Krispy Kreme is more popular than Dunkin' on the West Coast. It sure is. There are a few Dunkins, but there aren't very many of them out here. Krispy Kreme is just down the road. I think it's about Maybe 4 miles from my place is the closest one. Okay, we're going to throw some blue crystal powder into that fire. We need a key. Oh! I need to not fall. I can't go over there. Okay. Out of that blue crystal, Mr. White. Oh my god. There's the key. What else is over here? Ooh, what do you do? No, but seriously, what do you do? Maybe she'll tell us what we need to do with that. We probably need to go for a ride with it. Zoomy time. You know, Krispy Kreme tried to work on the East Coast, specifically in Mass, but failed horribly. You remember one of your college professors talked about it in a slideshow presentation she did once. Oh, interesting. I'm kind of surprised that it's done as well as it has out here, because we have like so many different donut shops, and we have a lot of like gourmet donut shops, and Krispy Kreme is really a very, very basic donut with way too much glazing. Okay, what are you doing here? Oh, I see what's happening. Okay, that's all the way up.